Hi, my name is Diane Barriere and welcome to our Slow Sunday series. This series focuses more on opening and relaxing the body, ideal for the beginner student or the student just looking for a more relaxing and slow practice. So let's begin today with simple seated pose. Coming onto your mat, a little bit towards the back of your mat, and take a simple cross of the legs. Taking the right leg in front. So switch. Good. Drawing the heels slightly away from you so that you have a big triangle of space between the legs. You let the weight of your body come into the sit bones. Roll the shoulders back and down and sit tall through the crown of the head. With an inhale, let's let the arms reach out and up, stretching tall through the fingertips. Just a nice stretch. And as you exhale, let them float back down to the lap with the palms up. Good. Once again, roll the shoulders back and down. And maybe close your eyes as we just sit here and breathe for a moment, focusing on the breath. Turn all your attention inward. Draw the breath in and out through the nose if you can today, and keep that nasal breath for our entire series. You'll begin the breath low into the belly, filling the belly up like a balloon, and then letting it rise up through the chest. As you exhale, pull the navel in toward the spine, and then let the chest release, creating a nice wave of motion through the torso. Create your longest inhales and your longest exhales. And this breath we're going to hold on to also for the rest of the series. If you begin to lose this breath at any time, it's your body's way of telling you to either back off from a pose or maybe just take a break and join back into our flow at any time. With an inhale, sitting up a little bit taller through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, now drop the chin toward the chest, just opening through the back of the neck. Keep the shoulders away from the ears and still keep the weight of the body in the sit bones. As you inhale, begin to roll the right ear toward the right shoulder, just opening through the side of the neck. As you exhale, begin to roll the chin back down toward the chest. Inhale, your left ear toward the left shoulder. And exhale, chin down. One more time. Inhale to the right. Exhale, lower. And inhale to the left. And exhale, lower. From here, just keep going side to side with your own breath, or if you'd like to, you can roll the head all the way around in circles and then just switch directions with each breath. Good. The next time you come down with an exhale, stay there, chin toward the chest. And with your next inhale, begin to lift the head through center, let the arms rise up high. And exhale, take the hands forward into a forward fold. Just going as far as you can, reaching the spine out of the hips. If it's comfortable, let the head drop down. Good. Continue to inch the fingertips forward, reaching the body down and out. Looking for that stretch that will come across the thighs and the hips. Breathing through the lower back and into the back of the rib cage. Nice. With your next inhale, begin to roll your spine back up to sitting. And as you exhale, switch the cross of your legs, left leg coming in front, still having that triangle of space. With an inhale, let the arms reach out and up. As you exhale, take the right hand down to the floor and reach over with the left arm. Side bend. And a lot of little variations you can do here. Your left arm is going to be as straight as it can be, reaching through the fingertips, palm towards the floor. You want to roll the left shoulder back to open across the chest and maybe gaze up toward the ceiling if the neck lets you. Keep the right shoulder pressing down away from your ear. And if you need to go deeper, drawing that right elbow or forearm down to the floor. Keep your left sit bone pressing down into the mat. With your next inhale, lift up tall, arms reach high. And exhale, the left hand comes down, the right arm reaches over, maybe gazing up, maybe dropping the left elbow down. But again, we want to keep both sit bones grounded, the right arm straight, and the shoulder rolling back to gaze up. Inhale, we lift high through center. One more time, single breath. As you exhale, go to your right. Inhale, lift tall. Exhale to the left. Inhale, lifting through center. And with this exhale, another forward fold, coming down any amount, stretching through the legs, through the hips. And again, if the neck feels okay, let the head just release down. Maybe even close your eyes and just enjoy the stretch, still breathing. Keep inching the fingertips forward, spread the fingers wide, and lifting the elbows and forearms off of the mat. So we keep our arms reaching out of the shoulders. With your next inhale, begin to roll back up to sitting. And as we exhale, come forward onto all fours to the middle of the mat. With all fours, we want our arms to be underneath the shoulders. We want to spread the fingers as wide apart as you can and flatten out the knuckles. This will help to take any pressure out of your wrists and out of the heels of the hands. It also helps to relieve tension through the hands and strengthen our hand muscles. Knees are under the hips, they're hips width apart, and the tops of your feet are flat on the mat. Take your elbows, turn the eye of the elbow towards the front of the room, and soften the bend. So we're not going to lock out our joints. As you inhale, drop the belly, roll the shoulders back, open the heart, and gaze all the way up for cow pose. As you exhale, pull the navel in, round the spine, drawing to cat. Your inhales are opening, and your exhales are rounding. Good. Keep this going at the pace of your own breath. As you move, make sure to get lots of space going through the spine, as this is a spinal warm-up. So we're going to get lots of movement, warming up through the spine and the core. As you exhale, pull the navel in toward the spine. So we're contracting and warming up the abdominals. Good. Make sure to roll the shoulders back and open the heart, lengthening the muscles along the neck and shoulders, moving with the breath. Beautiful. With your next inhale, we just come to a flat, neutral spine, and we let the right arm float up toward the ceiling, just as high as it can go, gazing past the fingertips. Now, if you have shoulder issues today, that arm might only go as high as halfway. But if you feel open, let it reach as much as it can. Press out of your left shoulder, the left elbow is soft, hands flat on the mat. One more inhale, reach it high. And as you exhale, thread the needle. The right arm comes behind the left, and we drop the right shoulder and the right side of the head to the mat. You're looking for the stretch that comes across the side of the neck and the shoulder, and you might find a gentle twist opening through the lower spine. If you've chosen to extend your arm, take it back in front of the face. Everyone, press through the hand. Inhale, draw up back to all fours. As you exhale, round the spine, coming to our cat. Inhale, neutral flat spine, and the left arm lifts, gazing high. Again, the arm only lifts as high as you want it to go. Feel your shoulders today, see how they are. Press out of the right shoulder and the elbows soft. One more inhale, lengthening and reaching. And as you exhale, take the left arm behind the right and drop the shoulder and head down. Good. Once again, just deepen as you feel you need to today. Maybe the gaze goes toward the ceiling, deepening through the neck, or maybe the right arm reaches out. Once again, check your breath. We should still have that nasal breath if you're able to, and you should still have that belly breath, a long, controlled, and smooth breath. If you're extended, taking the hand back in front of the face. And inhale, press the body back up to all fours. As you exhale, round spine coming through cat. Inhale, open through cow. Nice. One more exhale, rounding. And as you inhale, once again, a flat neutral spine, and take the right leg up towards the back of the room. So for here, keep the belly pulled in to protect the lower back. Your gaze will be down at the mat and reaching long through the crown of the head so the back of the neck is smooth. Soften your elbows, press out through flat hands. Your back toes are facing down towards the floor to keep the hips squared. As you inhale, the leg might lift just a little bit higher. And as you exhale, draw the knee toward the chest and the nose toward the knee. Inhale to press it back. Exhale, pull it in, contracting the abdominals. Keep the weight in the arms as even as you can. Inhale, press it back. We're going to do it one more time. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, press. And exhale, take the knee down to the mat and right to the other side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, contracting the abdominals. One more. Inhale, press back through the heel. And exhale, pull it all in. Squeeze your breath out. Inhale, extend. And exhale, take the knee down. As we inhale, open the belly, open the heart, gazing high for cow. Curl the toes under. And as we exhale, shift your hips back and then press up to our first downward facing dog. Good. Breathe. We're going to be here for a little bit. It's our first time here, so we're going to hold it for a bit. Check your breath. Remember, if you lose your belly breath, then you need to come down at any time for a little break. Explore the pose. The toes are going to face straight forward, parallel feet. Your heels are stretching down towards the mat, and you can stretch one heel down and then the other, kind of walking the dog, alternating the bend of the knees if you want to, warming up through the feet and the ankles. Good. If you're a little bit tight today, bend your knees, press the upper body back. The belly is looking for the top of the thighs, the hips lift high, press back. Your shoulder blades are hugging the spine to open across the chest. Good. Crown of the head reaching down towards the floor. Pressing through all 10 fingertips, flat knuckles. This is going to save your wrists. Beautiful. Spread the fingers wide. Nice. You want lots of length along the spine. You want your head below your arms. A good way to check that is to look right and left. And if you see your arm or you're above the arm, then you need to press the upper body back further. But if you look and you're underneath the arm, then you're doing fine. With an inhale, press out through all 10 fingertips. As you exhale, bend the knees and then just walk the feet forward to a forward fold, coming to the hands and stretching down. So once again, we're here for a little bit. Breathe and get heavy, decompressing the spine. Nice. The first thing to notice in our forward fold is your back. If your lower back is achy at all today, bend your knees and let the belly rest onto the top of the thighs. Good. Toes face straight forward. Again, parallel feet. Spread the toes so they're not gripping the mat. Now your arms can hang down, or maybe you like to hug the elbows over the crown of the head to add more weight to the body. Your head will hang heavy, relaxing the neck. And maybe you even sway the body gently right and left just to deepen that opening through the lower back. Kneecaps are lifted in the legs if your legs are straight. So once again, breathe and get heavy. Soften the face. Nice. If you're hugging the elbows, let the arms release and hang down. The fingertips are going to find your toes, your shins, or your thighs, and inhale, press halfway up. Using this to lengthen through the spine to work on our flat back. Shoulders roll back and down, gazing to the mat, and long neck through the crown of the head, reaching. Good. With an exhale, can you keep that flat spine as you hinge from the hips? Lead with the heart and stretch a little bit deeper. Let the head hang down. 2 more times. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, stretch a little deeper. Squeeze the breath out. Inhale, get long. And exhale, stretch it deeper. Good. Remember that flat back as we inhale to come up to standing. You can press against the legs if you need to. The arms will reach out and up, gaze high. And exhale, take the hands to the heart. Good. Another breath just to center. Inhale, lift. And exhale to the heart. Nice. We inhale to reach out and up. With this exhale, forward fold, flat back, all the way down as far as you can go. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. And exhale, stretch deep. We're going to plant the hands on the mat. You can bend your knees if you need to. And we're going to walk the feet back into what we call plank pose or high push-up pose. You want your arms under the shoulders. Straight arms, but not locked. We're going to be here for a little bit because, again, it is our first time here. Squeeze your sit bone muscles together, activate the legs. Now, if you need a little bit less, drop your knees down to the mat, but still keep the hips level with your body, not letting the hips come over the knees. Beautiful. Pull the belly in. Keep breathing. And then with an inhale, maybe shift the weight forward. And as you exhale, hug the elbows in toward the rib cage. Keep your hips up level with your body. Again, you can have the knees down or maybe your chest touches down. As you inhale, come halfway or all the way up for our upward facing dog. Our shoulders roll back and down. We lift through the heart and we just gaze up between the eyebrows. Good. Tops of the feet are flat on the mat. And if your back is a little bit achy today, once again, deep bend to the elbows or maybe come onto the elbows for Sphinx. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Keep pressing down through the shoulders. Don't let them come up by the ears. Roll them back and down, long neck. Another inhale, press the shoulders down even more. Curl the toes and exhale, lift the hips, press back, down dog. Inhale, press through all 10 fingertips, bend the knees, and exhale, walk or jump both feet forward to the hands, forward fold. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, stretch deep. Inhale, flat back up, arms lift, gaze high. And exhale, hands to the heart. Good. So that series is our sun salutation, and we're going to do that 3 more times with single breaths. You can go at your own pace. If we go too fast or too slow, we'll end up right back in downward facing dog. Ready? Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, stretch deep, plant the hands, step or jump back to plank. Knees up or down. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, hug the elbows in. Inhale, swim up. Curl the toes and exhale, press back, down dog. 2 more times. Inhale, press through all 10 fingertips, bend the knees. Exhale, walk or jump both feet forward to the hands. Inhale, get long through the crown of the head. Exhale, hinge from the hips, squeeze your breath out. Inhale, flat back up, arms lift, gaze up. And exhale, hinge from the hips, lead with the heart. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, stretch, plant the hands, step or jump back to plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend the elbows about 90 degrees, maybe. Inhale, lift. Roll the shoulders back and down, curl the toes. Exhale, lift and press back. 1 more time through. Inhale, the hips are lifting high, bend the knees. Exhale, walk or jump the feet forward. Inhale, getting long. Exhale, stretching deeper. Inhale, flat back up, arms lift, gazing up. And exhale, flat back down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, squeeze the breath out, plant the hands, step or jump back to plank. Inhale, shift forward. And exhale, hug the elbows to the rib cage, touch the side body. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, open the heart, curl the toes, and exhale, lift the hips, press back. Downward facing dog, good job. And just breathe here. As you inhale, press through fingertips. With this exhale, we're going to take the knees down to the mat, to our sitting. Very nice. Coming into a little foot stretch today. We're going to come onto all fours, curl your toes under, and touch your heels together. We're going to come back to sit onto the heels. Good, and you want to feel them right up into your sit bones. Knees are going to stay together. Now, if this is uncomfortable, you can always take a folded blanket and pad under the knees or underneath the sit bones to make it more comfortable. As you inhale, lift the arms out and up. Exhale, take the hands to the heart. Good. Now, from here, begin to lean back just a little bit until you feel the contraction in the abdominals, shoulders back, still lifting through the heart. If you need a little bit more, begin to slide your knees forward along your mat, and you should start to feel some stretching and opening along the toes and the feet. Don't go too far, just enough where you feel it and you can hold it and breathe. Nice. With your inhale, begin to let the body come back up. Exhale, take the hands to the mat, and now we're going to uncurl the toes, still keeping our heels touching, and come back to sit onto the heels. So tops of the feet flat. Once again, you can cushion with a blanket if the tops of your feet are very tight today. From here, prop yourself with your left hand, take the right hand to the right knee, and just begin to lift the right knee as much as you want. Looking for that stretch that comes across the top of the foot and into the ankle. Breathing, relaxing the face, and gently begin to release. Propping with the right hand, left hand comes to the left knee, and gently lift just as much as you want to. Again, just looking for a little sensation. It should never hurt, and we should never feel any numbness or tingling. If you do, those are just signs to stop and maybe readjust your pose. Gently release. Good. Come onto all fours again. Curl the toes one last time. You might already feel a stretch happening here. And then sit back onto the heels one more time. Inhale, lift high. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, lean back. And exhale, maybe slide those knees forward just a bit. Feel that into the feet and the toes. Just a little bit more. Keep breathing deep, shaking the spine. You should still have that belly breath. And as you inhale, lift the upper body. And exhale, come back down to all fours. Uncurl the toes. Good. Take a moment to stretch one foot back and then the other. Just letting that blood flow come back into our feet, our ankles, and our knees. And if you are really working that stretch, this is going to feel very, very nice. You are more than welcome to just stay here and keep stretching your legs open. But if you're ready, we're just going to move on with the knees under our hips. As you inhale, we open the belly, open the heart, cow pose. Curl the toes, and exhale, lift and press back to our downward facing dog. With an inhale, begin to lift the right leg up towards the back of the room. Good. Now, if you ever need a little bit less here, take the left knee down to the mat, reaching the crown of the head forward. Lifting the hips still high and back, still pressing through all 10 fingertips, nice. And if you've dropped a knee, you'll let the crown of the head reach forward and the arms be under the shoulders. Good, pulling the belly in, nice. The back toes facing down towards the floor, top of the thigh facing towards the mat, and that keeps our hips squared for now. Another inhale, lift the leg maybe just a little bit higher. And as you exhale, we'll step or swing the foot to the hands, coming into a lunge. Now with lunge, you want the right knee directly on top of the right ankle, and you can scoot that foot forward a little bit if you need to. For a little bit less, drop the back knee down. Taking your left hand planted onto the mat under the shoulder, and as you inhale, begin to sweep the right arm high toward the ceiling for a little twist. Gazing past the fingertips if the neck lets you. Good, maybe the hips can sink a little bit lower. Press out of your left shoulder, soften the left elbow. Your back leg is straight if the knee is not on the mat. One more inhale, reach high through the right fingertips. And as you exhale, let the right hand come down to the mat. So one breath as we inhale, lift both arms out and up. And as we exhale, bring them back down. Good, right foot back to meet the left, plank pose. Inhale, shift it forward, and exhale, hug the elbows in. Inhale, swim the body through our up dog. Curl the toes, and exhale, press it back through our down dog. So our other side, inhale, let the left leg lift. Nice, toes facing down towards the mat. Still pressing through the length of all 10 fingers. And still breathing deep. Inhale, the leg might lift just a little bit more. And as you exhale, step or swing the foot between the hands, finding your lunge on this side. Right hand plants, and inhale, begin to float the left arm high. Breathing deep, twisting through the belly and the lower back. Good. Finding your gaze and maybe letting the hips sink a little bit lower. One more inhale, reach. And exhale, let the hand find the mat. One breath, inhale, let both arms lift out and up. And exhale, float them back down. Left foot back plank. Inhale, shift our weight forward. Exhale, hug the elbows to the rib cage. Inhale, swim up. Curl the toes and exhale, press it back. Downward facing dog. With your inhale, press through all 10 fingertips, bend the knees, and exhale, walk or jump, go forward to the hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, stretch deep. And inhale, flat back up, arms lift, gaze high. And exhale, come to the heart. Good. Moving into our tree pose. Shift your weight into the left foot, pick up the right heel, and turn the right knee out toward the side of the room. Now you can always stay low to the ground if you're new to this or if you're a little bit wobbly today. But to go a little deeper, the foot might come up onto the calf, or maybe above the knee, or maybe help it out and it comes high up onto the inner thigh. Breathing here. The right knee keeps turning out toward the right side of your room, opening through the hip. Find a gaze point, something that's not moving, that you can just soften the gaze and look through. Find your breath, roll the shoulders back and down, lift the heart and the crown of the head. Good. Your right foot can be anywhere on your standing leg, but just not on your knee. We don't want to put that pressure onto the knee joint. Beautiful. With your inhale, begin to let the arms rise out and up. And you can stay here, or maybe exhale in a little side bend to the right. Breathing deep, pressing your right foot into the left leg, feeling the left leg pressing back. Be sure to reach out through the fingertips, to keep the arms straight, and to keep the shoulders pressing down and away from the ears. As you inhale, lift high through center. And exhale, take the hands back to the heart. Release the right foot, bring it in and down, and maybe shake out that left foot a little bit. Bring the toes forward, the feet together. As we inhale, let the arms lift high. And exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen. And stay right here. As you exhale, I want you to heel toe the feet apart to just about the outside edges of the mat. Now the toes are going to face straight forward, parallel feet. And I want you to have either your fingertips or your hands be able to touch the floor. If you need to, you can open up the legs even wider so that the hands can reach. The left hand or fingertips plant underneath the face. And as you inhale, float the right arm high for another twist. Gazing up if the neck lets you. Once again, spread the toes. They never grip the floor. The kneecaps are lifted in the legs, and we want the legs to be straight. Widen them apart if you need to. Press out of your left shoulder and keep the left elbow soft. One more inhale, reach the arm higher, or maybe open and back. And as you exhale, take the right hand down, switch hands. Inhale, left arm lifts. Breathe. Keep lengthening through the crown of the head, lengthening through the spine. One more inhale, reaching high. And exhale, switch it. One more time, single breath. Inhale, right arm lifts. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, left arm. And exhale, lower. Good. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, heel toe the feet back together. Good. One more inhale to lengthen. Exhale, stretch it deep. Inhale, flat back up, arms lift, gaze high. And exhale to the heart. So now moving through tree on our other side. Shift the weight to the right foot, pick up the left heel, and turn the left knee out toward the side of the room. Once again, you're always going to be different side to side. So maybe this side can go deeper, or maybe the foot needs to stay lower, and that's okay. Taking it where you want it to go on your standing leg, again, below or above the knee, but never on the knee. Finding your gaze point, finding your breath. Standing tall, shoulders back. And as we inhale, begin to let the arms rise out and up. With your exhale, begin to side bend to your left. Just a little bit, or maybe a lot. But as always, reaching through the fingertips. Palms face each other, arms are straight, and press the shoulders down and away from the ears. Still breathing deep, and relax the face. As you inhale, bringing the arms back through center, lift tall. And exhale, take the hands back to the heart, release the left foot, and maybe shake out the right. When you're ready, feet back together, toes forward. Inhale, lift tall. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, stretch down, plant the hands, and step or jump back to your plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, hug the elbows to the rib cage. Inhale, swim up. Curl the toes, and exhale, press it back, your downward facing dog. Now with this inhale, come back to your plank with the hips level with your body, arms under the shoulders. From here, drop your left knee down to the mat, roll to the inside edge of the back foot, and then we inhale, begin to float the right arm high for a variation of our side plank. Good, your left arm's under the shoulder, again, pressing out of the shoulder, soft elbow, flat knuckles, reaching high and straight through the right fingertips and gazing past the fingertips if the neck lets you. Press to the outer edge of the right foot. Beautiful. One more inhale, reaching. And as you exhale, float the right hand down, come back to your plank. And we go right to the other side. The right knee drops, turn to the inside edge of the left foot, and inhale, float the left arm high. Good. Your gaze can be anywhere, low, maybe to the side room, or maybe again past the fingertips if it's okay for you today. With all of these poses, always be thinking to lift, to lengthen, and to open. If you feel constricted in any way, readjust your pose or maybe just take a break. One more inhale, reaching. And as we exhale, come back to your plank. Inhale, just press through flat hands. And exhale, lift the hips, press back, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, let the right leg lift to the back of the room. Nice. And as we exhale, we're going to step or swing the foot between the hands once again. Drop your back heel down to the mat. And inhale, sweep the arms out and up for warrior one. Good. Bending the front knee, straight back leg, press to the outer edges of both feet. Nice. Spread the toes so don't grip the mat. You're pressing your left hip towards the front of the room, squeezing your sit bone muscles in, tucking the tailbone, lifting through the heart. So many things to do in this pose. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen. As we exhale, we're going to let the arms float down towards the mat. And we're going to come right back up. Inhale, lift. One more time. Exhale. Flat spine, lengthen through the crown of the head, and inhale, reach. Nice. With this exhale, take the left hand down to the inside of the foot, and inhale, draw the right arm up toward the ceiling. You're still pressing through the outer edge of your back foot, so the back heel stays on the mat, the leg is straight. Getting into our hips a little bit. Strong legs and strong upper body. As we inhale, lift all the way back through center. And exhale, take the right hand down to the outside of the foot. And inhale, lift through the left arm. So inhale and lift through the left fingertips. As you exhale, take the left hand down and the right foot back to plank. You can always skip these plank chaturangas and just go straight to down dog if you want to. We'll meet right back up there with you. Inhale, shift forward, and exhale, hug the elbows in. Inhale, lift through our up dog. And exhale, curl the toes, press back to down dog. So let's do our other side. Inhale, lift the left leg up. And as we exhale, step or swing the foot between the hands, drop your back heel down, and inhale, lift the arms out and up for warrior one. Good. So same thing, our front knee bent, back leg straight, press through the outer edges of both feet. Squeeze the sit bone muscles in and press the right hip forward, working to square the hips toward the front of the room. We're lifting through the arms and pressing down through the shoulders. As you inhale, reach tall. And as we exhale, float the arms down towards the floor. But we're coming right back up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down with your breath. Inhale, reach high. Now with this exhale, take the right hand down by the inside of the foot. And inhale, flip the left arm high. Good. Moving with your breath. Soften your face. Be sure to keep the right elbow soft and those right fingers flat onto the mat. Back outer edge of the foot is still pressing. Good. Strong legs, strong body. Inhale, lifting the arms out and up all the way. And as we exhale, take the left hand down by the outside of the foot and inhale, float the right arm high. Feel this into the hips, especially this left hip. Good. Still pressing through the outer edge of the back foot, straight leg. Keep rolling the right shoulder back, opening across the chest. Nice. As you inhale, just reaching through the right fingertips. And as we exhale, take the right hand down, the left foot back to plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, hug the elbows in. Inhale, swim up, shoulders press down and back. Curl the toes and exhale, press it up and back through downward facing dog. Inhale, press through all 10 fingertips, bend the knees, and exhale, walk or jump, both feet forward to the hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, flat back up, arms lift, gaze high. And exhale, take the hands to the heart. With our inhale, reach the arms out and up. And take the left wrist into the right hand. With your exhale, we're going to reach out and over for a little side bend to your right. Good. Keep both arms as straight as you can and let your head rest into the right arm so that your neck can just soften. Lengthen out through the left armpit, pressing out through the left rib cage and that hip. As you inhale, lift high through center, switch the hands. And exhale, reach out and over. Once again, softening the neck, letting the head be heavy into the arm, pressing out and out through the right side of the body. Inhale, reach high. Both arms lift, and exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, stretch low, and this time we're going to take the left foot to the back of the mat, coming into a lunge. So once again, our right knee is right on top of the ankle, back leg straight, or the knee down for a little bit less. With an inhale, simply roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, and just gaze forward. With your exhale, straighten the front leg as much as you can and stretch down. Once again, the back knee can always be down for a little bit less. Good. The belly button is looking for the top of the right thigh, and let the head just hang down heavy. Beautiful. Both sets of toes facing straight forward, kneecaps lifted through the legs, keeping the hips squared. As you inhale, come back to your lunge. Bend the front knee, gaze forward. Exhale, press it back. One more time, inhale. And exhale a little deeper. Nice. Stay right here. As you inhale, just lengthen through the crown of the head. Your left hand will plant onto the mat underneath our left shoulder, and inhale, begin to float the right arm up toward the ceiling. It's a variation of our revolved triangle. Now for a little bit less, of course, the back knee can be down. You can also bend your front knee if you want to, similar to that lunge we did at the beginning of the series. What we really want to focus here is just this twist. Twist through the belly, through the lower back. Find a gaze that's comfortable for your neck. One more inhale, reach the fingertips. As we exhale, we're going to bring the right hand down, come back to your lunge, and take the right foot to the back of the mat. Plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, hug the elbows in. Inhale, swim up. Just gaze in between the eyebrows and curl the toes. Exhale, press it up and back. Inhale, press through all 10 fingertips, bend the knees, and exhale, walk or jump both feet forward to the hands. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, stretch. Inhale, flat back up, arms lift. Take the left wrist into the right hand, and once more, exhale, side bend, but just a breath. Inhale, lift, switch the hands, and exhale, reach to your left. Inhale, high through center, reach the arms up. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, stretch, and take the right foot to the back of the mat for lunge. Knee over the ankle, Dropping the back knee or keeping it straight. Inhale, shoulders back, gaze forward. And exhale, shift the hips back and up and stretch out through the front leg. Good. Again, relax your neck and just let the head be heavy. Relax your face. Nice. Belly button toward the top of your left thigh. So we square these hips. Front foot flat onto the mat. Good. And just 2 more times. Inhale, nice lunge. Let the hips sink low, gaze forward. Exhale, hinge it back. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale, a little deeper. With this inhale, just lengthen through the crown of the head. The right hand plants under the shoulder. Again, you can bend your front knee if you need to. And as we inhale, lift the left arm high for our revolved triangle. Twist through the belly. Imagine the belly button coming to the other side of your left thigh. Strong supporting arm, find your gaze and find your breath. 1 more inhale, reaching tall. And as you exhale, take the left hand down, bend the front knee, and take the left foot to the back of the mat, plank. Inhale, shift it forward. Exhale, hug the elbows in. Inhale, swim up. And curl the toes. Exhale, press back your downward facing dog and breathe. Nice. As we inhale, lift the right leg high toward the ceiling. Good. So pressing through all 10 fingertips, the head still hanging low, and the right armpit is still pressing down. So we keep our chest squared as we begin to stack the right hip on top of the left. 1 more inhale, a little bit higher. Exhale, take the knee between the hands to the mat and stretch out the back leg behind you, uncurling the back toes. Now, there's little variations of this one-legged pigeon. You might have the foot close to you, and that right hip might be hovering above the floor, and that's fine. You can stay right here. You might even fold a blanket and place it under the right hip for support. If you're feeling pretty open today, you can walk that right foot out away from you and let the hips sink down towards the mat. Maybe the front shin even becomes parallel to the front of the mat, and the back leg's disappearing behind you. As you inhale, just lengthen through the front of the body, gaze high, and exhale, walk the hands forward and just stretch as low as you can go. Now, if you can, maybe you come to the elbows, maybe you can support your forehead any way you want to. And allowing the forehead to be supported just lets the neck and the shoulders and the face soften even more. This pose is about being heavy and letting go of all that tightness that gets held onto into our hips. So if you want to go deeper, you can even extend the arms out and draw the left ear to the mat. As you stretch, letting the left hip work down towards the floor. Good. Continuing to inch the rib cage forward out of your hips. Now just breathe. You can close your eyes here and just get heavy. With every inhale, breathe into all the tight spots you're feeling in your hips, in your legs, and maybe even in your back today. And with every exhale, just let it go. Let it melt. Let it open. A couple more breaths. Enjoy the stretch. Just feel it. And then gently we'll take the hands underneath the shoulders and we'll inhale to press the upper body back up. Good. If your foot's a little bit far away from you, draw it back in towards the body. We're going to curl the back toes, and with an exhale, just press back to down dog, feet together. Good. Breathe. We'll go right to our other side. With an inhale, let the left leg lift high. Reaching the heel toward the ceiling, allowing the left hip to stack on top of the right, but working to keep the left armpit down towards the mat. So you're twisting into the lower back. Inhale, the leg might lift just a little bit higher, and as you exhale, we'll take the knee forward to the mat. Good. Let the back toes uncurl. Let the leg disappear behind you. So again, we're different side to side. Feel this side out. See what it is you need. The foot close to you or far away from you. But be careful not to lean off to one side. We want to keep our body centered. Inhale, open the front body, gaze up, lengthen, and exhale, walk it forward. Go slow. We're here for a little bit, just stretching and letting our tight spots open. Again, if you can, support the forehead or the head itself and just relax. You should be feeling this into the hips, maybe the legs, maybe the spine today. Letting the right hip begin to sink down towards the floor, and again, think heavy and open and melting. Where is your focus? Are you still breathing through the nose if you can, still having that belly breath? Create your longest inhales, your longest exhales. And just soften. A couple more breaths. Remember, enjoy it, stretch. And then taking our hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, press the body back up. Walk the foot close back into the body if you need to. Curl the back toes, and we just press back with an exhale, down dog. Inhale, press through all 10 fingertips, bend the knees, and exhale, walk or jump. Both feet forward to the hands, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, flat back up, arms lift, gaze high. And exhale to the heart. Good. We're going to go through our salutation just one more time, and then we'll take it down to the floor for some nice stretching. Again, always go at your own pace if I go too fast or too slow. So last time through, inhale, lift high. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, stretch, plant the hands, step or jump back, your last plank. Inhale, shift it forward. Exhale, hug the elbows in. Inhale, open the body through up dog, shoulders back and down. Curl the toes. Exhale, press back your down dog. Beautiful. Inhale, press through fingertips. And as we exhale, take the knees down to the mat, all fours. Cross your ankles and come back to sitting. Beautiful. Take the hands inside the legs. We're going to go into a little variation of a straddle stretch, and there's lots of little in-between, so you can hang out anywhere you want. Take the right hand underneath the right leg, left underneath the left. From here, begin to open the feet apart just a little bit more. And we're going to start to let the fingers walk out toward the sides of the room, and this upper body is just coming down. Now, all you're looking for is a stretch into the inner thighs. So you are welcome to just hang out right here. If you feel like you need a little bit more, just keep going low. If you can't go very much further, then the legs begin to go with you, and you start to straighten them out, drawing the chest and belly down towards the floor. So wherever you are, breathe. Still having that belly breath. Good. With your next inhale, gently begin to come back out of this to sitting. Beautiful. Take the legs out in front of you, straight out. Press through the heels, toes are reaching high and back, and we're sitting tall. Sit bones grounded, shoulders over the hips. As you inhale, lift high. Good. With your exhale, we're going to hinge just halfway and then stop. So gazing just forward, crown of the head reaching out, and if you can, keep the arms right by your ears because they're going to want to drop. Lift. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. That is probably going to be the most challenging part of this pose. Good. Now hinge from your hips. That belly is looking for the top of the thighs. Again, we're just reaching forward, going halfway. As you inhale, reach high. Maybe gaze up. Exhale, reach it forward again. Halfway, lots of length. Inhale, reach. And exhale, hinge halfway. From here, the hand should naturally be able to come to the shins or thighs, maybe even your toes. And keeping that spine long, begin to stretch down. Sitting forward fold. You want to pay attention to your lower back in this stretch. If you have any tightness or achiness in the lower back, you need to come out of this and readjust your posture. It usually means you're just bending too much from your waist and not enough from your hips. Keep the shoulders back and keep the chest open. With your inhale, just press against the legs and lift the body back up. Nice. So coming towards the front of your mat, take the hands to the back of your thighs, and we're going to do some spinal rolls. Just rolling back and up. Take about 4 or 5. And this just uses the floor as a gentle massager onto the back. If you don't like it, don't do it. But a lot of people find it very, very nice. When you're done, 4 or 5, more if you love it, then just stay on the back and hug the knees in towards your chest. Good. From here, you're just rocking the knees side to side or in little circles, continuing to use the floor as a little mini massager into your lower spine. Now, if you find a tight spot, you're welcome to stay there and work on it, massage into it, breathe into it. This is your series. Take it at your own pace. Good. From here, bringing the knees to center. Take the left sole of the foot down to the mat, and the right ankle crosses to the top of this left thigh, close to the knee. You want the right knee to be pressing out away from the body, stretching into this right sit bone muscle and into the hip. Now, if you already have a stretch here, stay here and breathe. If you want more, we're going to let the legs lift up toward the chest. Your right arm is going to go underneath the calf through this little hole, meeting the left hand around the back of your left thigh or the top of the left shin. From here, you're just hugging the left knee in toward the body and pressing the right knee away from the body. Keeping your lower back flat against the mat and the tailbone pressing down towards the floor. Good. Soften your shoulders. And again, in these sort of stretches, you can always close your eyes and just enjoy this opening feeling. With your next inhale, gently release, and we'll just switch the legs, taking the right sole of the foot down and the left ankle to the top of the thigh. And once again, you can stay here, or you lift the right knee toward the chest, left arm goes underneath through the little hole and meets the right hand on the back of the thigh or top of the shin. Hug the leg in as you press the left knee away. Good. Still breathing deep. Relax the face. Soften shoulders. Soften your neck and your throat. Still be pressing your tailbone down, and the lower back stays flat into your mat. With your inhale, gently release. Nice. Both soles of the feet onto the floor. Take the knees back into the chest, and once again, rock them side to side or in circles. Beautiful. Knees to center. With an inhale, let the arms reach out toward the sides of the room. Your palms can be up or down, whatever feels better for your shoulder. As you exhale, begin to let the knees fall to the right and the head goes left, but just for a breath. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, knees go left, head goes right. Inhale, center. And exhale to the right, head goes left. Keep this going at the pace of your own breath, just back and forth. Moving slowly and smoothly. If you can, keep the knees and feet together and touching. Extending through the heels, ankles are not crossed. As we move side to side, we're not only opening up tension that builds up into the lower back, but we're also strengthening and working the core of the body, the side abdominals, the front abdominals, and our muscles through the back. Now, the next time your knees drop to the right, stay there and enjoy the twist. Just letting the legs become heavy, letting the feet relax, but keeping both shoulder blades flat against the mat. If you feel like you need more, take your left leg, cross it all the way over the right leg, and then let the knees drop. Still deepening the breath. Again, this is a place where you can close your eyes, just relaxing through the body, letting your spine soften and open. Inhale, gently come back through center. If you're crossed, change your cross. And as you exhale, moving the knees to the left and the head goes right. Once again, let the legs become heavy. Deepen your breath and maybe close your eyes. Take your breath up and down the spine. With every exhale, can your legs become a little bit heavier? And inhale, gently come back to center, uncross. As you exhale, take the knees into the chest, give them a little hug, and let's wrap the arms around the knees as much as we can, squeezing the knees toward the chest, but at the same time, press your tailbone down towards the mat. And this is going to reset your hips for the rest of your day. From here, gently release and take the soles of the feet down to the mat. Now, depending on how your back feels today, you have some options for our last pose. You can let the soles of the feet open out and the knees fall in toward each other and just lean against each other. The arms about 45 degrees away from the body, palms up, and the right and left shoulders tuck in. Another option is the soles of the feet together and the knees butterflying out for reclining cobbler. But if the back feels okay, let the legs extend out along your mat, just a little bit wider than the mat. Feet fall away from each other. Begin to close the eyes and begin to breathe. Allowing yourself to just lay here, to be still, to be quiet. Giving this gift to yourself, this time to relax, to let go of any stress, any worry, and relax your toes, your feet. Soften through your ankles, your calves, knees. Relaxing the top of the thighs and the back of the thighs. and let your legs become heavy. Soften your hips, your belly, your chest, and notice your heartbeat. Relax across the arms, the hands and fingers, and let your arms become heavy. Softening the shoulders, the neck and throat. Relaxing your jaw, your lips, your cheeks, and your ears, allowing yourself to hear every single breath. Relaxing the muscles around the eyes and behind the eyes. Soften the forehead, the top of the scalp, and relax the mind. Let your entire body become heavy. Let it sink down into the floor and just breathe. Gently allow yourself to come back into an awareness. Keeping the eyes closed, just let your breath become a little fuller, a little deeper. Bring movement back as you wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, and maybe even turn the head side to side to open through the neck. We'll take one knee into the chest and then the other and roll to the right side of the body, supporting the head with the right arm or the hands. Take a moment here. This is your time. There is no rush and there is no hurry. When you feel ready, press the hands into the floor, lift your head last, and come into a comfortable sitting position. With an inhale, we'll sweep the arms out and up, reaching tall through the fingertips. Exhale, press the palms together to the heart and a gentle bow to the head. Using this last moment, enjoy this wonderful feeling. Be thankful for the time and opportunity. Be proud of yourself for taking the time to practice. Remember what you have learned, take it with you through your daily life, and share it with those around you. Thank you so much, and namaste.